You're back for more of Westworld here on BuzzChomp, and I'm gonna give you the season 3 Cliff Notes. I'm Dan Salem. Are you ready? I'm gonna go fast.
I'm Mandi.
I'm Dan.
Subscribe to
BuzzChomp.
Woo!
Season 3 of Westworld totally took the show in a different direction. I loved it. Some people, not so much. Shame on you. It was really cool. Great science fiction. In terms of Cliff Notes, I'm going to go in order, episode by episode. I'm going to attempt to hit the top 3 tidbits from each episode. We're going to blaze through this. Let's dive into what happened on season 3 of Westworld. We begin season 3 of Westworld in futuristic Los Angeles. We meet Caleb, who's working kind of black market deals via an app, which is pretty cool. Dolores tracking down who we determined to be Sirach by the end via Liam, who is sort of a partner, but not really. Maeve's trapped in World War II, which is called War World, and Bernard. Bernard exists. We don't really know why, but we'll find out. Bernard's mission becomes more clear, and he's trying to, what he thinks is stop Dolores, right? And he heads to Westworld, discovers that Stubbs was never dead, and that he is sworn to protect him, so they team up. Maeve discovers she's in a simulation and not a real park, and escapes. Ultimately, Maeve is with Sirach, or who she thinks is Sirach, but is not really Sirach because he's never really there until he shouldn't be. And now she is his pawn. Charlotte, also known as Dolores because there are multiple Doloreses, which we sort of already knew, but we'll find out for sure soon enough, is losing her grip on Delos because she's now in charge. She had a back channel deal with Sirach, but she doesn't want to keep it anymore because now she's Dolores, and she's losing her grip. Is he going to be able to keep the company? Can they hand it intact? Who knows? But Dolores' plan is working nonetheless. We don't quite know what it is yet, but we can tell it's working, and she teams up with Caleb. We finally get a little bit more meat of William, aka the Man in Black. He's been teased and dropped in throughout, but now he's really there, present, trying to fight the coup of Delos via Sirach, and failing. He's not going to be able to stop much of anything. He's just angry. Maeve, once again in World War II, War World, and then out of it and over to try to stop Dolores, and she finds her way to the Yakuza, and the head of the Yakuza is a Dolores copy, which she recognizes from Westworld, and we all recognize from Westworld. Bernard is doing Bernardy things, trying to stop Dolores, so he thinks him and Stubbs are on the trail, and they discover that there are multiple copies of Dolores. So we knew that Charlotte was a host. We discovered when Maeve tracked down the Yakuza leader that was a host, Dolores. Dolores plants herself in Liam's number 2, and no, there's like 5 Doloreses, and the picture is painted clearly for us as the viewer. Bernard is caught in this web, and much like the other 2 seasons, as he learns things, we learn things, correct? It's interesting how this season particularly gave us information, because now Sirach, for whatever reason, decides to dive into the past because Dolores accessed the information. So now we find out all about Sirach's history with his brother and developing these AI brains and how it came about because someone's kind of querying the computer, and so we learn that stuff. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? We're only questioning it for about an episode, and this is that episode. Dolores is hot on the trail of Salem, which was the original AI brain, which is being used to rejuvenate people and get them back into society. These are the outliers, the anomalies that Sirach is removing, and they get to go get re-educated. Liam's number 2, who is a Dolores, executes his final mission and kills some people, helps to slow down Sirach, stop Sirach, and sacrifices himself, herself. Every Dolores is going to sacrifice themselves. They just don't know it yet. Oh, and Liam dies. As Charlotte fights to stop Delos' downfall because she's Dolores, she gets all the host data and uplinks it and sends it. She's trying to save her family because she actually cares for it. And then Sirach blows her up, and so she's on fire. Not good for Charlotte, aka Dolores. She's developing a grudge against herself, which will play out later. Because Maeve failed to stop Dolores and then died, she gets thrown back into World War II, the War World, and then learns more stuff. It's a fun way of telling us what's happening via these characters learning in their own unique manner. Bernard, still on the trail, trying to determine what's real and who to trust. William in a mental hospital. Will he get out? Yes, he will, because Bernard and Stubbs free him. Bernard, hot on the trail, trying to track down Dolores' cues and figure out whose side is he playing, is he helping, is he hurting? Well, it leads him to William in the mental hospital, who he frees, probably shouldn't have done that, Bernard, because William just wants to murder hosts. C'est la vie. He's out. Now we're getting into the meaty action of the season. Dolores finds Solomon, the recuperation, the original AI brain. Caleb gets the plans from Solomon to stop Sirach. Maeve and Dolores fight, which is awesome. That was cool. Never really happened yet, finally. And they kind of end one another with an EMP shockwave and Solomon. That's nice. The secret weapon is Caleb. He's got the info to stop Sirach. He's got the power because he's made choices and empowered by Dolores. And we're down for a final big battle showdown. Caleb's now fighting to get to the giant AI brain to stop it and stop Sirach. Dolores is captured by Sirach and Maeve. So she's actually at the giant AI brain because this evil genius decided he should hook up his enemy to his prized possession, God, and allow everybody to come to the same spot so that no one's protected from anyone. It made for a really fun, exciting ending as things blew up and Sirach was defeated. Giant AI brain was wiped clean. Maeve made choices. Other people made choices. Bernard and Stubbs go off on their path. Bernard goes and talks to Arnold's wife, so he relives and comes to peace with his fake memories. Maeve helps Dolores because she doesn't want to help Sirach and humanity. Bernard then realizes he has the key, goes into the forge, and is traveling like 30 years into the future probably. Charlotte, aka Dolores, is angry and creates Host William, who kills real William. And then Charlotte and Host William are now going to be against Maeve and Caleb next season if it ever happens. Whew, when you really bullet point something, it sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? This was great science fiction. It was really cool because we didn't quite know who to trust. We didn't quite know if it was more dynamic, more convoluted, or just as simple as it seemed. This season actually was reasonably simple compared to the other two seasons, but it made you wonder, and that's what was great about it. We're going to get time play next year. They kind of avoided time in season 3, which was probably for the best because it was weird enough having all these giant AI brains making people's decisions for them. I loved it, and I really wish we get more Westworld, but it probably will be a while. I'm Dan Salem. Subscribe to the BuzzChomp YouTube channel for more great science fiction and eventually Westworld. And comment below, did I miss any major points from the season? Probably not. I bullet pointed the dang thing off every single breakdown I could find. And did you have a favorite moment? My favorite moment was definitely Maeve versus Dolores. Woo!
Thanks for watching BuzzChomp.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Share.
Woo!